You don't want to cause too much concern.
Two collectors of vintage space bling.
But I am going to paint the Gilmark ship. It's not like I can mess it up any further. The Mark's tank could be a good example of how I would approach it. Utilizing, it's all going to be acrylics. That's all acrylic. If you work at it long enough,
you could scrape that baby clean under a warm faucet in about 10 minutes.
You know, whenever a great estate sale in the sky takes place, you can clean these all up. Because it's red, I'm thinking it might need to would amount to a primer layer of iridescent copper fine, which both covers the cartoony red, blocks light from coming through it underneath. Iridescent stainless steel, which is what I want for the body, doesn't have the covering power of it. This stuff covers like nobody's business. And it's also iridescent metallic paint with little microscopic ground up
bits of jagged stuff which will adhere better to the micropores in the otherwise smooth plastic. Better than
pigment color, which is why I started priming them like that, and it's turned out to be a pretty decent solution. I could also just take it downstairs and spray it with some acrylic clear coat and use that as a base, as a primer base, but I don't want to mess up the wheels, and I already did try to see if I could very carefully work them out, and I don't want to break it any further. So that's going to stay how it is. Start off with a base layer of the iridescent copper fine, and then maybe something like the iridescent copper light fine, which is a lighter shade, has sort of a goldish tint to it, and that could bring it into the realm of color fastness where the iridescent stainless steel would be able to color it. And as you can see on the Mark's tank, it sort of results in kind of a burnished look that looks like fabricated steel.
Here's another example of the approach utilizing an LP Toys rocket form.
Then use something like
micaceous iron oxide in a black fluid acrylic binder.
Some hints of iridescent pearl fine to try to make it look like she's been through the atmosphere so many times that some ablation took place on the hull.
You know, it could be
like a nice little homage to the line to have it there in its red.
But I want to see it look like a cracked up
aircraft hull, which is what I got out of the design. So ultimately iridescent stainless steel, fine full body acrylic by Golden Artist Colors of nearby New Berlin, New York.
It's the great taste of Worcestershire sauce in a soda.
With some of the brushes that I used, my buddy George asked if he'd look at them. They're so gunked over I can't really read the numbers on the side. Most of them are made by Princeton. I chose this one in particular to give sort of a burnished look to the stainless steel paint. Looking forward to painting this. It's going to look nice.
Miles and miles and miles